minum air ni.
Okey.
Air. Air masak Jangan minum air tidak masak. Air masak.
Okey.
Kalau boleh dia suam sikit. Kerana virus dia tak suka panas. Jangan panas sangat lah.
Boleh minum cepat.
Minum.
2 hours later.
Okey. Biar ada
Virus ni akan dinyahkan. Disingkir dan pergi ke perut. Dia kalau masuk perut ada asid, dia kalah.
So I'm sure you've heard this before and probably seen other fake health advisories telling you about all the health benefits of drinking hot water. And it got me curious, why are some people so obsessed over hot water?
What are you doing? I like to watch. I want to watch you boil.
And it turns out it's a very Asian thing, or more specifically, a Chinese thing. Well, first things first. One thing is we can't definitely say when humans started boiling water for consumption. While we have evidence that humans began using pots to boil water as far back as 20,000 years ago, we can't say for sure whether humans use other ways to contain water to boil them. But one thing's for sure is the act of boiling water, or people just doing it, it is not new, it's old, it's at least 20,000 years. But the popularity of it, the habit of doing it, is fairly new because it was only about a few hundred years ago when people started to do so. We now know that boiling water is very simple. You just need to get some water in your kettle, turn on a switch, and you get boiled water in 10 minutes. But in the past, or just like how you would get boiled water when you're outdoors, it is not easy. You have to gather wood and you have to wait a while before you get it hot. Hence, many people didn't boil water because it was very troublesome to do so. They could just do so getting it from the well, the stream, or the river. And that water seemed to be fine. People could drink it. It looked clear, it looked clean. So why would people need to boil it? And it all started with a disease. And now, the disease, cholera. Cholera hit many countries back in the 19th century. But people didn't know where it was coming from. Some thought that it was coming from air that was contaminated. It was only when an English physician by the name of John Snow, who decided to map out the disease, the people realized that this was a waterborne disease. It was coming straight from a water pump. This, while not a popular theory immediately, eventually pushed the English government to ensure that there was proper sewage system in the country and proper water supply to the people to ensure that people were drinking clean water. Similarly, in China, cholera hit them hard as well. And as late as the early 20th century, China was still seeing outbreaks here and there. However, the Chinese government did not resort to changing the sewage system or water supply. Instead, they decided to promote hot water, boiling water to fight the disease. This came in a form of campaigns, movements in China. In the 1930s, we have the New Life movement, and in 1950s, there was the Patriotic Health Campaign. Both of these movements or campaigns promoted boiling water. It advised people to not drink water straight from the wells or from river, but instead boil them first before consumption to prevent them from getting any waterborne diseases. Another thing that made hot water more popular was traditional Chinese medicine, or TCM. So TCM had always, or has been, promoting the health benefits of hot water, how it promotes better blood circulation or protects your organ. And this, coupled with how hot water is supposed to protect you from diseases, helps to make it sort of a drug, a cure for all sorts of things, making it absolutely popular in China. Now, what about here? I mean, come on, we're in Singapore. Why is hot water equally popular here? Well, the thing is, TCM is not just confined to just China. It's also very popular in Singapore and Malaysia. Therefore, it is not surprising that the popularity of hot water comes along with it, because TCM promotes it, and normally the older generation, our parents, our grandparents, will be the ones telling us to drink more hot water when we complain of any discomfort. So the idea and the popularity of drinking hot water is not just about culture. It is also about history, how two different countries combat a similar disease in the past, and this in the end shapes our lifestyle today.